well, she's not actually. She's about 1.5 meters away. She's she's full of action. Absolutely not. Just looking.
It's like a very half-hearted cheer squad.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in sleep mode.
Is she close to full size yet, Andy?
Is she what?
Is she full size yet?
Well, she's just over a year old, so she should be full size, but her weight is just... she stopped putting weight on about 2 or 3 months ago, and I mean, she's not as heavy as she should be, but she's not looking bad. She looks a lot heavier than she is.
Because of all the fur.
She only weighs about 3.5 kilos, but you wouldn't think it to look at it. Oh, come on, multiplayer. Right, games. Green Cliffs. I'm just going to join it.
Yes. Success. Right.
Success is a relative term, depending on where your starting point is.
Until we're walking off the first tee, it's success anyway.
Yeah.
Then anything can happen.
You might not see the fruits of it today, but yesterday I spent 10 or 15 minutes promising to do what I was humiliated into doing after Friday's game. And you know what that was, Dave?
Practicing something?
I did. I started to have a look at 1 or 2 shots again.
Yeah, well.
Because I'm not having it.
Dave likes to let nature take his course. He just plays and plays and plays until the penny drops for a particular shot. Sometimes it can take a while.
Well, you wouldn't believe it. After today's round, I've gone, fuck this. I'm over the disasters that my flops have become.
Yeah.
And so I had a few practices and mucking with the mouse settings.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, well.
What are you practicing? That's a dirty word.
I just fell out of my chair. Exactly. I just fell out of my chair.
But I'm hitting on average. My flops are going 30-odd foot further than they should, and it's cost me so much.
Yeah.
And I reckon across those 4 rounds that I played, probably lost about 13 strokes.
Yeah.
Or I really had to struggle to make par, or what? It was too much hard work.
Well, did it feel like you found a solution, Dave?
No, not really. Like, they still seem to go long, but they're not right and long.
Okay.
So we'll see. But we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
I don't mind if it's consistently long. I can account for that. But
yeah,
that long and right was just driving me mental.
Well, it would, because you don't like to substitute a pitch or a chip to replace them, so
no.
Your hand is kind of forced.
Oh, well, flops have always been my go-to short shot. So.
And in real life too. That looks pretty good if it gets the right bounce. I think it has. Oh, what a start.
Are we playing skins or strokes?
No, we're not. So that's really good for you. Wow. A shot's been fired over the bow, Dave.
Tell you what, these palms are making our life difficult.
They are. They're troublemakers.
That'll play.
That's decent enough.
Oh, it's pedestrian compared to Andy's, but I'll take it. You wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of that swale. Line's good.
Too much pace on it. Maybe.
Show me the line, Dave.
No, it's coming back.
Yeah. Will it come back enough?
Go on.
Yeah.
This would.
Oh!
Served you right.
You cheeky bastard.
Fantastic.
Oh,
That's a disgrace.
this is what I like to hear. You two squabbling away about who.
You're just get about doing your business.
Oh, dear me. That is terrible. And confusing balls. Right.
So,
Yeah.
what colour jacket are we playing for?
Oh.
That was a good one.
Well, I'm happy to play for a green one if you want to, Andy. It's up to you.
Well, it needs to be a different colour green or a different shade green. Oh, Dave!
I showed him the line and then he learnt nothing.
Ooh.
Oh, what about a golden jacket, Andy? 'Cause we
Yes,
used to have
yeah, I like that.
yeah, we had a golden jacket for the Australian Masters for many, many years before they went bust.
Okay.
Oh,
Did they hold that at Huntingdale or somewhere like that?
they did indeed. And one of my best.
That was dredged up from the memory cells.
Yeah, that's impressive work. One of my favourite memories was being there for the Masters one year, and Ian Baker Finch was in a three-way playoff to win. And they all drew the first hole, and on the second playoff hole, they all had about a 5-iron or a 6-iron in, and the first two hit, and one hit to the right of the green, and the other one hit a bit to the left of the green. And Ian Baker Finch pulls out a 6-iron, and the commentator goes, "Oh, he must be pumped up if he thinks he can get there with a 6." And he knocked it to 2 feet and won the tournament. And it was about the last time he played well under pressure.
Yeah.
So it was good to be there for that. Oh. Yeah, no problem. No danger on this drive. It would have to be one hell of a hand grenade to miss this fairway.
Yeah. Over the bunkers.
Identical. Made it a little bit more exciting.
I've got to say, Dave, you seem to be. Have you been pumping iron or something? That's.
I've been drinking milk. Does that count? Oh, look at Dave taking the direct route, getting fancy on us, and getting an advantage.
I knew I had to do that. I would have been in the bunker otherwise. I don't have the same length off the tee as you guys.
Oh, that's pretty decent whack. Mind you, like you say, it helps having a fairway so wide. You don't feel under pressure to make the fairway, which makes the stroke a bit better.
It's applying the Royal Melbourne principle of protect the course with the greens. And that's about all.
Oh, will it you?
Well done on finding a way to miss the fairway, Dave. It couldn't have been easy.
Trust me, it is.
You can have a much shorter
Well,
iron.
that's
Yeah.
right down the middle of the fairway, that. So what kind of temperature is it? Has it been there for you two guys?
It's been a terrible first day of winter. It's been cold and wet and grey all day, and I haven't left the house, which is very rare for me. That's a beautiful shot.
It is a good shot.
Wow, from where he was, out of the rough. What did you hit, Dave?
I don't even know what shot I had.
Don't tell him your name. Don't tell him your name, Pike.
I don't think he's going to give anything away, considering he was twice the distance and in the rough.
Yeah. No, it was like a punched 7-iron, maybe. Maybe a punched 8.
Ooh. Wow. There's going to be no let up tonight, I can see that. Just going to have to stay on the ball. I have a shot in mind here.
Oh, that only just...
Wow, sensational, dude.
Well, I kind of think there was I'm not quite sure. Did you mean to do that shot, Dave?
I did, Andy. I saw that mound twice, and I thought if I just land on that, and I put full punch on the shot so that it would just bounce, and stop dead, coming off the downslope.
We had this problem last week. You were banging on about mounds, weren't you?
A popular subject.
Ah!
Oh, how did that do that? That was harsh.
I honestly think those shots should drop, right? And you get some ones which are slightly firmer, and they do tend to drop.
That is exactly true. Sometimes when they're a bit closer to the edge and firmer, they'll drop in when they don't look like they should. And the good ones don't. There wasn't much stress on that one.
There we go.
Right. Well, I'm liking this start.
Well, it's if I was a statistician, I'd be saying, well, he's on course for an 18 under par.
The extrapolation theory. It's never worked once, ever. It starts off there. It starts off well.
It might get 3, 4, or occasionally 5 holes which fit the pattern, and then it all goes to hell. Oh, now this is an interesting shot. Is this a 3-wood? Is this a 3-wood, or did he go with a driver?
I can't remember, Andy. He's gone with a 3-wood.
And I wish I'd gone with the driver. That's not bad.
That's fine. With a tailwind, this hole would be definitely problematic. Or maybe you could clear the bunkus with a good strong tailwind, though. Let's see. Dave's gone for it. He's gone out.
Yeah.
Perfectly safe. 260.
And what have I got? Ah! Oh.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I haven't got my 7 wood in the bag.
You haven't?
No, I've got the 5 iron and the 5 wood. So this is. Well, that's not a bad. Is it the right strength?
It looks great.
Oh, stop
Wow,
there!
you're on fire, mate.
Stop there!
Oh,
Stop!
that
Oh.
that was a little harsh. Wow.
Mind you, in one of the rounds I played yesterday, I dumped um, the 7 wood and played with the 5 wood, and actually I played 2 or 3 shots.
Oh, look at
Which
this.
oh, this is even better. I
Wow.
played 2 or 3 shots which were cut down 5 woods like that, and thought, oh, so maybe I'm going to stick with the 5 wood and just use a 3/4 shot, or what feels like a 3/4 shot.
Yeah. That was gorgeous touch, Dave.
It was a good shot.
pleased with it.
Yeah, that needed one more club. I got lured in by the 12-mile-an-hour wind, and then it disappeared as soon as the ball hit the air. Oh, 22 inches downhill. Oh. It's fancy flop time.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that pin is diabolical. I thought it was good. It's okay. Wow.
37 feet. Come on, get up there. Okay.
I'll show you the line, Andy.
Oh my God, how close is Dave?
Yeah, exactly. And I think he's on a much better approach angle as well. We've got savagely maybe there. I don't know. That's my guess.
It's always a good sign when you see the animation moving. Oh, he's got it. Oh, that was close. Well, all of a sudden you've gone from an 18 under project to a 6 under project.
That's right.
A 12 shot swing in one hole.
Statistics blew up in my face. Oh dear. And Dave has just fired a shot back.
I believe.
And all of a sudden, we've got a 3-way tie.
So if you extrapolate our positions, we should all end up as 6 under par.
That's right. We might as well shake hands now and walk off.
Oh no, this is quite a nasty pin position. But it's in a little bowl shape, but it's getting to it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be some more mound golf for you, Dave.
Well, and I'll be using a chop down 146 club as well because
I can see where I want to go.
I really wish I had a 134 for this shot.
Well, I'm not sure whether you need a 134.
It could be a 120 if the wind stays correct. That looked like a 120 to me. Let's see what it does. I have a feeling, and that would have been pretty good if you'd it's still going to come back nicely.
It's getting close a bit. Yeah, when I looked up, there was a big gust of wind which shoved it off to the left.
I am going to hit the 120. I'm going to punch it. Let's see if that can get the same sort of thing as last time. About there. Wait for the higher wind. Come on, it'll do. Oh, that wind did take it to much further to the left than I expected.
Well, it was shot played onto the mound. We're all going to have a greasy. Well, we're all going to have greasy putts.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's interesting. The what I'm seeing on the weather is it's really quite nice. It's raining at the moment. There's a bit of really quite sort of angry looking sky. Is that what you guys are seeing?
No, I've got clear sky and no rain.
I've had rain for the last 4 holes. It's just cleared up now.
Yeah. And is it dark around you or just raining and still?
Well, it was darker till the shot that I see now. It's gone much lighter again. That's really quite bizarre. Because I know these settings are not the settings I have in my weather thing, but what I've actually got, I couldn't tell you offhand.
Or maybe they're somehow feeding off my settings where I do have it set to intermittent rain.
Yeah. .24.4. No, I still didn't throw it out enough.
Right. So a bit of subscriber news, Andy.
Yes.
No one successfully guessed the mystery sound last week.
No one.
No one. But considering the video had 0 views, that's unsurprising. So I'm going to give them another chance tonight, and here it comes.
They'll never guess it.
No.
I'll keep opening them until someone guesses it. Uh-oh, I've belted it. Oh, no. I hate belting. Oh. Can be a curly little 5-footer.
Well, I've been wanting to start my another batch of homebrew off, but unfortunately it's been so warm, I'm frightened it's going to be too lively, the fermentation. So when it gets to Wednesday, though, the temperature is going to be well inside 20 degrees. So that's when I'm going to put another 23 litres of beer onto the barrel or into the barrel.
And how long do you leave it to brew?
Usually brews in 6 to 8 days, depending on the temperature and possibly the brew itself and the temperature I put everything in at.
Yep. And then another 6 to 8 days to drink the 23 litres, or a little longer?
No, it really needs at least 3 weeks, and 5 weeks is ideal. The only problem is, Dave, I've been swilling the stuff down like there's bloody no tomorrow, with especially the last week, with it being nice and sunny. I've been
Yeah.
a bit generous.
Has Carol been giving you any sideways looks?
No, she's been having some shandies herself. There's a news flash. We have a new leader on the course. Thank you, boys, for that.
Oh, yeah, well, thanks to some pretty ordinary putting on our parts. Oh. Look at the size of that green. It's got to be 120 metres. I feel like hitting to the wrong flag and then having a full shot on the green.
Give it a bird. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so...
Dave, he's playing with fire. He's got away with it.
So that shot with Dave's, I can see a lovely sort of a darkish blue sort of not darkish blue, it's like a bluey grey, quite angry looking clouds in the background.
Yeah,
it's quite effective actually.
Yeah, I've just got dull white cloud. Well, really, it's almost like when fog lifts and the sky's just sort of white. There's no real features to it at all.
Well, the thing is, after this round, I'm tempted to just fire it up again, just to see whether it's your settings which are setting the weather conditions rather than mine.
That's another beauty.
It is another beauty.
I'm just not taking advantage of them.
Yeah, you just got to sink a putt, Dave.
Easier said than done.
Apparently. Oh, it feels long.
Oh, I tell you another stroke I spent a good 5 or 10 minutes doing, and it was the shot we saw from Dave's hands on the greens last week. It was the full shot on the green.
Those ones.
Yeah. I think actually, as long as you practice it a few times, they're not as bad as you might think they are.
No, they're reasonably predictable.
Oh, which is more than I can say for this shot. The wind is all over the place.
It changes from one club to another in a heartbeat and then back. See if you pick the wind.
No, I think it's long.
You've suffered my fate, Andy.
Yeah, it was pretty decent when I hit it. I looked up and the bloody wind.
Well, we can console each other.
Yeah, okay, we'll.
It seems like we didn't do anything terrible. It just happens. Look at that green, though. How hard to get it close.
Sweet.
What's...
Yeah, well, the little practice yesterday, I just spent a lot of time. Well, I didn't spend a lot of time. It was 15, 20 minutes. It was just flops, stuff out of the bunkers. The kind of shots that you, Dave, are usually incredibly good at. That's not bad. Now then, How far are you up, Dave?
Yes, what have you left yourself?
Ow, 8 feet.
Oh, it doesn't look too bad.
It looks.
This guy's dangerous out the rough. This
The-
stuff sits to within 10 feet every time out the rough.
He's
Good.
sneaky, isn't he?
That's what Mackie normally does. Normally,
But yeah, Andy, I have to say, Dave has honed his craft. He constantly hits in the rough to practice those things. Oh my God! How can you do that? What's happening? The balls are going the other way. It's gone against the balls.
Well, did you not see that, or it was?
Oh, I saw. No, I didn't see it. I mean, I probably didn't pay enough attention to the ball as it slowed down. That was the big mistake. Got to watch him pass the hole.
Well, there's more action.
Disaster.
You've gone bogey, Dave.
Yeah. I have to stop it immediately or I'll be leaking shots. Well, I guess you've hit the 195. Is it going to be right? It's going to be okay.
It is going to be okay.
like a postage
Look at that.
stamp we got land.
Yeah, that's a picnic blanket at the most.
Yeah, I don't like the look of this, but
Well, long looks diabolical because then you've got to try and chip onto the picnic blanket and stop.
So raining again at this end.
Yeah, I still haven't had any rain.
oh, I don't like this. But
Yeah,
come
that'd
back,
be
come back.
Fun to watch.
Oh bloody hell! I've got a
It came back 2 inches.
hideous spot ahead of me.
I'm going to be the only one stupid
Right.
enough.
Now I'm 45 feet.
All right, I've got a plan. It's cunning. It's not particularly smart, but it's a plan. That's the window want.
Pretty
Oh.
good.
It is pretty good.
Wow, Dave. Some would say
Yeah.
free.
That's got to be another the shot of the day.
Well,
It's a very small blank in that area, isn't it?
not wrong.
Meanwhile, I do not like this bloody putt in the slightest.
Me and
Don't
Dave
do
are going to. Me and Dave are super excited by it. It looks like great fun for us to watch.
Well, if I belt it over the top bit, okay. That's not bad. Get up! Oh, you bugger! That would have
Oh. Oh,
It's accelerating. Uh-oh.
it's just teasing you. It keeps
been. Oh,
promising to stop and then it never does.
that
Wow,
was close to being very good.
that was so brutal.
That could have been a falling off the chair moment. That if that
Yeah.
crawled in.
into the vodka pool time. That's up. Tell you what though, no putt looks easy on this.
No.
21-17. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move too much. Well, we could. There could be a new leader here.
I'm not going to. Oh, this is really half a lag, really. Oh, crap.
Wow, completely misread.
My putting, compared to 3 weeks ago, I should turn the grid off. I reckon I could just about putt better without it. It's just fooling me.
Well, I'm actually quite glad I didn't do anything worse than a 3-putt on that. That had a lot of trouble.
Yeah. It's potential disaster on this hole for sure. Oh! That one broke. The other one goes dead straight. That one broke a ball and a half in 10 inches.
Well, are you using the brake line indicator at all, Dave, or are you just going on the grid?
No, just the grid.
Yeah, same here, just the grid.
I changed back to BLI when I play Tour Pro online.
Yeah.
Because I feel I need every advantage I can get. And I think BLI does give you an advantage. But I like the mystery. Right. It's got to be a 3-wood. What did Dave hit? Curious. It's wind. Oh, I see what happened. He hit with and the wind went against him.
Well, it's coming back.
It's going to be a wobble.
If you've hit a 3-wood, that's too much.
I did hit. You know what? It wasn't too much by a lot.
No, 241 carry.
It's all about what that wind does. Sometimes it goes against. I was hoping for a bit more of that.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's. Too much. Way too much.
Wogger? Yeah, I can see a wogger putt here. Wow.
It could be time to test my new theory. No, not quite. Oh, I don't know though. Oh.
It's got to be full, surely. Oh, he's doing it.
Oh, made a complete balls of it. Ah. But having said that, I'm not sure whether a full putt would have got much closer.
A 4 might well square the hole, Andy.
Yeah. Just a little bit too hard.
That flop seemed to go correctly, Dave.
It was the 32
Yes, it
yard
did.
one. Just hit over half. It worked.
Yep. Oh. This one's going to break 18 inches downhill. There. hitting this as if it's a 15-foot putt.
Good pace.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, nice chip.
Oh.
Bugger. Well, I've done well, you did a few holes, Dave. I've had back-to-back bogeys now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Schlasser is just tiptoeing his way into a more comfortable lead.
Yeah,
Good shot.
Is it the Slasher show tonight?
It is. Oh, it's a par 4, isn't it? Oh well,
Yeah,
at least
so
that's
we've got-
some
Yeah.
saving grace.
We didn't lose anything. But it feels like we did.
Yeah.
Well, in actuality, we did to the leader.
I wonder whether this was Mika Hendricks' earliest course.
It was one of his earlier ones, yeah.
It is only small. It's like 90 meg.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
Well, I did play his course at Loft Leinster in PGLS, and although I played quite tidily, it's difficult to score on that horse on the
Very
course. I think I've gone 3 under and 1 under, so I'm only 4 under par gross, and yet I played pretty well over those 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's another good course, but yeah, it doesn't give much up easily. Yeah, this one has a very different feel to his other courses.
Now, I don't seem to be striping it past you guys tonight at all, but I'm hitting it pretty straight.
I'm still sitting on 3.8.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check. Shot. Oh, look. If you get the right bounce, he did.
Lovely.
Gorgeous. Now it's gorgeous. That is so difficult a shot.
Thank you.
Mm.
Is it? Is it a slice of special?
As well.
Oh, it's a special. Oh no!
No, he hasn't. It's like 1 meter between good and terrible. Right. And I do not have the 134 club, which is what I need. Oh my God. All right. It's a severely chopped down 146. Not chopped enough.
Well, boys. Well, I actually took the pitch and wedge there, Dave. So, and I just hit it. I was praying that I was going to get some kind of following breeze, which I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cruel.
And now it's a nasty putt.
Oh, I'm tempted to putt this one.
There was a gasp from the crowd. Is it? Is it? Oh, it's just crawled on. It's probably not too bad actually, that Dave. That seemed. I honestly thought that was going to be a mistake, but no, it seemed to keep its momentum up reasonably well. Good putt, good save. Oh. Well, this is an odd putt, this. Come on, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Clutch putt, Andy.
Oh!
a little bit of break at the start that took it, but it was pretty straight.
Well, again, it's all pretty tight here, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Right in the middle.
Well,
You know, I sort of thought if I sort of aim pretty well to the centre, it's not going to go there. I aimed dead centre and it's gone exactly there.
that's Tour Pro instinct still in you, Andy. Yeah, for sure. If there was something I didn't want to hit in Tour Pro, I would just aim at it. It's pretty safe. That's a good shot.
It is a good shot.
And look, it's going to roll on too. Watch this. It's going to get another 20 metres here. Or is he? Thought about it. Right.
Well, I'm not distressed. I think that's a good number for me, 203. At the rough with a 5 wood. I'm excited.
Uh-oh.
Where's that gone?
My first pull left of the night.
Well, you know what that means, don't you?
No, I don't know what it means, Andy.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it means. It means that because you started pulling at the 9th hole, you're going to have
Oh my God. Where
an awful
are they going
I'm playing with you mentally.
to be aiming 70 metres to the right by the 18th?
Good recovery, I think.
Oh, don't get on the green, for God's sake.
Oh, what a putt.
Oh, no. Oh, look at this. Oh. What
Well,
is
actually, you've done pretty well getting it to there.
You could have been worse, Dave.
I thought it was going to be a bit longer than that.
Couldn't have been a much worse putt to look forward to.
Right. Well,
Ah. They've avoided all those nasty swales on the green by avoiding the green.
That wasn't
Smart.
me. It wasn't me, Davo. But it's a good ploy.
well, I'm going to pretend that I did that on purpose. pretty straight. This could be dandy. Oh, there again. You've got the same problem.
Oh yeah.
Dave. Oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing this, boys.
These are going to be great, these putts.
And then actually, I don't think this is that bad a shot. Because I've got it. Okay, I'm happy. Oh!
No, Andy. And look, it still wants to go down.
Actually, I'm surprised it went as far as that. I really am.
Wow, this is one interesting putt.
Isn't it?
I can't remember having a putt this difficult, almost ever. Where am I going to aim it?
This is like one or two of the putts that you used to have in links.
No, a bit further in. A bit more. No.
Slarsa, when was the last time that you played any links?
Oh, well, it'd be about the same time as Dave. Long time ago.
Yeah, because I actually fired up links on Friday and had a game with Andy Hope, and it was weird. Not easy at all after all this time. I didn't have the right setup, and not easy.
And remembering how to execute the shots must have been the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is unbelievable. Oh!
Well, that's got to be the putt of the night.
Wow, that's going to be hard to top.
Get in there.
Look at him. Wow.
Well, for all our trials and tribulations, one decent putt from you, Dave, and
You're asking a lot, Andy.
that's strange, that.
Because
Because your putt was on a similar line to mine.
But I couldn't believe what I'd seen with yours and reconcile with what I see with the balls. This one I'm going firm inside right edge.
Yeah.
Better. Yeah. I really do feel like turning the green off. I feel like I could read them better. And balls are doing my head in at the moment. It started raining at my end finally.
It's fine here.
Just light rain.
Oh, cool. Blimey. I've just realised I'm only 59 yards from the green. It's probably a better shot you left in, Dave.
I do prefer a fuller shot.
Is this?
Yes.
Oh,
He's done it again.
I tell you what, Dave, you've hit some spectacular approach shots tonight.
Just wish I could have done the same today. I'm telling you, 2 different games.
No bite. I didn't get the bite.
No bite, no bite. Well, I've got to really work hard to get this to do something.
That's a well-protected pin. This is just... Well, that's a pretty good fist of it, Andy. Wow.
Nice.
Impressive. Couldn't have done much better.
No, I have to do that.
Right. There, maybe.
Oh,
Greens are not my friend tonight.
They're not. I'd imagine this is pretty straight, Dave.
Bit of left to right, but not too much. Oh,
oh.
I'm glad I made that adjustment.
Yes.
Looks like Slasher means business now.
Mr. Boring at the moment.
Well, the only thing in my sort of that I'm saying is look in your rear view mirror, Dave. Oh God. Let's have a look at the green while this. Just want the wind to come round a little bit more. Come on, come on.
That'll play.
Oh, lovely.
Well, I've got to say, when I hit that, I thought this is not going to work well. You know, when you think you pulled it back too quickly, which I thought I had, and I thought I've got to push it down a little bit faster than I'd like to, but it
worked.
It worked.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
A misstep.
Wow.
As long as it didn't plug, I don't care.
Well, after that misstep, Andy said, watch your rear view mirror for him, Dave. I'm saying, watch your telescopic rear view mirror for me.
I can't imagine you're going to follow me in there, Dave.
That looked might be too big.
Wagga. Oh, not another one.
Oh no, you're okay.
You're all right.
It's getting better.
Yeah, good shot.
It is okay in the end.
What did you hit?
I hit the 7-wood.
7-wood, right. when you played your round earlier on today at Melbourne, you didn't have any adventures in the sand, did you, Dave?
No, I don't think I actually found a single bunker in the last round. But yeah,
Because
that's
that
17th. I played twice in that in 2 of the rounds.
yeah,
Well,
'cause
I certainly
it
don't
hurt.
want to.
It hurt you, Dave, in your round, and I know it hurt me in my round and all.
I am very allergic to those bunkers. I want nothing to do with them till they.
Mm. Well, Dave, there's a chance for you to make some inroads to pull the adjust the focus on that telescopic. Yes, yes. Oh no!
I can't rule them. What's happened to my putting eye?
What you need is the Eye of Sauron.
I do.
Actually, that was the last 3 or 4 weeks. We watched each of the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings. We had a Sunday matinee type thing.
What did you think of the series overall?
I thought it was. See, I mean, I've always watched some bits and pieces of, but I've never read the book. But I thought it was good.
Yeah, I remember in Form 5, we had to read the entire trilogy and then do a book review on it. And I discovered after I'd spent a couple of months reading it that I was the only kid in the form that read the series. Everyone else bought clip notes and did their book review off clip notes that you could buy for like $10.
Yeah.
That were a summary of the whole thing. And I ploughed through all 3 books, and it was tough going. They were really dry reading.
Yeah.
It only got exciting about 3 times for about 10 minutes. That was it.
Yeah, it's a wealthy tome, isn't it? I mean,
it is. Oh no. Oh no! I've cleverly put it in between all those bunkers.
Impressive work.
That's outrageous, that, Dave.
I'm just toying with the course, Andy.
I'm almost tempted to use the D word.
And you would be entitled to, trust me. Yeah, that's where I aimed. All right, I'll show you guys.
It's long again.
Let me see, 140. I like this. I like it.
One thing I do notice about this weather is that that is a great shot.
It's an O baby.
It is an O baby. One thing I notice about the weather is it sort of seems to go instantly from one scene to almost a totally different lighting. So I'm getting rain now. But
and clouds appear out of nowhere in 5 seconds.
It's not gradual; it's just sort of full on.
Yeah.
Okay, 117 should be a 120 club. Should be. Oh God, the bloody wind's right in the face. It's not bad. Stop. Oh, it's not bad at all.
Oh, I can't see myself getting anywhere near either of those two.
Yeah,
Well-
we've got it surrounded.
All deserved.
Yeah.
Go on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at him.
I was just thinking to myself, it would be funny if Dave sunk his and we both missed ours. But
That's not like
Now I'm not thinking that at all.
Oh,
Oh! You almost
oh,
put the muzzle in.
I thought that was going to spit the thing out.
That would have been a harsh way to drop a stroke, Andy.
Oh, this is drivable. Drivable alert.
Not a bad line.
Pretty good.
It's not bad, is it?
It's not bad at all. It's going to be hard to get an O baby with the contours of this green. It's going to be almost impossible. Just stop us trying. I'm just going to, there we go. Got the lull of the wind I wanted. Big bound.
Is this
Just
no
bring it
baby? Oh, it is no baby.
Fantastic work, Dave.
Waited for the wind to drop. I thought that was the only way.
We've got it surrounded.
Mm.
That's going to leave you.
It's going to be a wogger.
Oh,
It's
it's a
a
wogger.
super wogger.
No, I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be playing a shot here. Actually, that's 78 foot, that'll be right. It's up 30 inches, so no chance. Stuck it, I'm going to putt anyway.
Okay, right. Well. Oh, this moves both ways. I don't like this at all. This is odd because it breaks right to left, and then it seems to follow a ridge where it breaks both ways from that ridge. So, yeah, it breaks the right. Yeah, this is not easy. Okay, quantum computer has loaded up the variables.
Well,
But the thing is, if that had gone slightly left of that line, that would have been away to the left as well.
so it was right on a ridge.
Yeah, the second half of the putt was very strange.
No.
What's gone off in his hands? He's been putting
Jeez.
brilliantly.
It was a putting hand grenade.
It was.
It was.
Oh no! Come on.
Oh, Andy senses an opportunity.
Disaster.
Oh,
That was close.
couldn't see that much break. Andy's just sitting back saying, take as many putts as you like, boys.
Right, well, that's made life a lot more satisfactory from England's point of view. Well, this is not reachable in 2.
No, it is not.
I really like the colour of this sky. It's. I wish I knew what it was.
Mine's just like light grey. Is Bella still there cheering you on, Andy?
What do you think? No,
Oh,
she's a
probably
turncoat.
not.
She just buggers off.
Yeah.
I must admit, I'm having difficulty distinguishing the days now. If I wasn't playing, if for example I wasn't playing golf, and the other online things, I'd be referring to the label at the top of my underpants to tell me what day of the week it was. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of frame of reference. That's the thing. We're not doing anything.
And the other thing that is noticeable now and will be the case for many months is the quality of the terrestrial TV is just gone absolutely awful. So any live series that they did, they've basically been benched or replaced with, sort of YouTube type sort of programs, which just sort of don't appeal to me, or some things have just had to be scrapped.
Yeah. I don't watch any free-to-air TV really, except one cooking show.
Well, we're watching quite a bit of Netflix because we've got a free subscription from Carol's son, oh dear me.
Yeah. There's quite a few good series on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean that will keep us going for probably 6 months or more, I would think. But if this thing goes on for too long, even that sort of stuff is going to dry up a little bit.
Yeah. It's another awkward pin.
It is another awkward pin, Dave. And
look at those swales just begging to have your ball sucked back to them. This green wants to make a fool of us.
Oh, no, no.
Is he on the tabletop?
Oh, he's
I
nearly
don't
there.
think so. He's off to the races. It's not too bad.
Fortunately, I didn't have a really short wedge in, otherwise that would have been all the way to the front of the green.
That's right. Let's see if the master of approach shots can show us how it's done.
Yes. No.
Well, you have been tonight, Dave.
Oh, the wind's picked up just at the... Oh, look at that! Oh!
That's all
It's
right.
not bad, and it's probably a putt as well.
Yeah, it's better than mine anyway. Oh, why? 67. Oh, God, that's... Mind you, it's 5 foot. Well, I'm going to be hitting a maximum putter, I think, from where I am. Good shot, Dave.
Yep.
It's got to be a maximum putt. And even then... Oh, God.
Yeah, won't get there. Up 5 foot.
Probably better than a full. Oh, boys, it's time to tighten the noose at the top of the leaderboard again, I think. Is it? No.
I really misread that, but it should be a safe 2.
Okay, all right. Oh, it's right in the middle.
What a clutch putt that was, Andy. Nice.
You're not getting any free beers from me tonight.
I like free beer.
Or maybe I should say you can have all, you can have all the free beer you want. With one caveat, you've got to knock on my door to get it.
Don't challenge it.
Can you imagine 5 minutes later? Where have you been? I've been in an internet cafe somewhere.
Yeah, it's hard to find a cheap Ryanair flight from Australia to England at the moment.
What are you doing with people arriving in Australia? Are they having to go into quarantine or what?
2 weeks.
Yeah, we lock them up. Yeah. I see them all the time. They use hotels in the city, and the buses come from the airport, and they're surrounded by police. It's quite the drama. They make sure they go in and they don't come out for 2 weeks. It's literally like jail.
Yeah, it's incredible. The in this country they're thinking of, or I'm not sure what they're doing, but you know it's typical of the British way of doing things. Instead of doing exactly what you've just described, people are going to be asked to give their name and address, you know, and sort of stuff like this. They're just going to bugger off and give a false address if they don't want to be contacted, or
yeah,
it's a very British way of doing things, relying on people to do the right thing. And unfortunately, what I'm seeing is that people are not necessarily doing the right thing.
Throughout history, they haven't. That looks good.
It's not bad.
this course has, these greens are close to my favourite greens on any course. You know, they're not stupid, but they're really tricky and fun. I just like them. It turns a course that's really quite easy off the tee into a pretty tricky challenge. Right, I am punching the 7-iron. I don't know what you did, Andy. I didn't really pay attention to your shot. But I'm waiting for a bit of tailwind, and I'm just going to smash it when I get the tailwind. There it is. Oh, it's gone.
Where's your hand grenade for that?
I don't think
back on the wing.
It buggered off the minute I hit the ball. It went from 17 to 8. And I needed the push to the left as well, which I'd allowed for. Yeah, it's no disaster. Now he's hit, tell me, Andy, did you hit the 170?
I did hit the 170.
Did you, Dave?
I did. Punched.
No, I didn't punch mine at all. I just hit it on. Fortunately, the wind stayed pretty much the way I was anticipating or hoping it would stay. Slightly helping, slightly right to left.
Yeah. It's a big part of how the shots end up, really.
Yeah.
Turn. Stop turning. Oh, it didn't listen correctly.
It's not bad, but I've got to say, Dave, the number of holes left, it's not looking good.
I'm running out.
You're running out of holes.
Yeah.
That's not bad. This is makeable, this. Oh. It was makeable. Well, I haven't had any hold-ups or slow-ups at all on this course.
No, me either. I guess at 90 meg you shouldn't.
What was that course we were playing a couple of weeks ago where it happened to you two? I must have been hosting. Must have been the first week we did this.
It was the first week. And it only happened for 1 or 2 holes for me, and I don't think it was the course. Well, it probably was, because it only happened 1 or 2 holes. So that implies it's some resource that the course demands. This is the 3rd drivable par 4, and look at this.
Wow, look at that.
Wow.
Well, I'm not waving to the crowds yet. That's a pretty big statement.
Might not be waving to the crowd, but you're giving me and Dave the finger.
That's pretty decent line and all. Might be too big. No, it's good.
It's going to roll back down now. Here it comes. I've got a good 1.5 inches out of that.
Well, you might have pulled it, but actually Might not be too bad there.
Work out.
But you know what? It might come down this swale.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect.
It might be the best one, angle-wise.
Maybe straight up the hill.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out. It's your putt. It looks maybe a little left to right to me, not being able to see the grid.
No, you got to hit it.
You do. And
Oh, Dave, it was
What a knob.
going to have a good chance of going in if you'd have got to the hole.
yeah. Right. 9 inches downhill. Don't hit this too hard.
You didn't. $13.1.
Wow. What an eagle putt.
Oh,
No, and almost the most awkward of the 3 putts from there.
oh no, no.
You toyed with your head.
Well, I've opened the door again, boys.
Just a sliver.
Well, we're going to be
Oh, did you see that? That was some sort of bubble.
I'll never know.
Bloody hell.
Oh, that's tightened things up. 2, 3, and 4. Bloody hell. I was going for the jugular. I got too excited.
Right. Okay.
Like an imbecile, I thought I could wrap this up with one decent putt.
Well, it was probably true if you'd sunk it.
It was just the execution. Which was...
Yeah, that's right. Oh, what a hole this is too. Not quite in range.
Well, I tell you what, it's 304 yards away for Dave. So
If you got to like 2 yards further and then it rolls 30 yards, then you're in range. Let's see if Dave can do it. He's cut the corner a bit more.
yeah, yeah.
Is he going to make the swale? He needs the big bounce. He needs the roll.
Not
Not
gonna
going to get it.
No.
No.
No, well, that's, oh, I'm really tempted to. I'm not gonna take a real tiger line. Oh, I'm just gonna hook it into the bloody. Oh no, maybe.
Could be perfect.
Oh.
Take some pace off it, maybe.
Yeah.
So they're 3 pretty identical shots in the end. Now it was a bit further up. Now, what I want to do. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
It makes a lot of sense what you did there, Dave.
I think a braver man would just go straight at it, Dave, and get as close as possible.
Correct.
I think that sounds like a challenge to me. Dave's
He's taken on the challenge. He's done it.
What's going on?
Get on the green.
Go effing away.
Oh, actually, that's not bad. That.
Now he's got a pitch, a super pitch.
Oh, I tell you what, though. As long as you don't go right. Hang on. I'm having a good look at this.
Am I going to come undone here by being the girl of the group?
Oh, I can see a little well. This is quite a receptive. If I can hit 277 yards or 270,
It'll bound.
oh, I've done the very thing I didn't really want to do, which was
You would have made
Hanging
it
out.
on the stand.
yeah, I wanted to be.
I think that's fine because you'll have a flop into that bowl.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'd be very. Look at the difference in ours. Wow. I've got to make sure this does not have backs. Or do I want some? Because it goes away after the hole. Oh, I am conflicted.
Well, I think with it being in a bowl, I don't think it's going to make any difference.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Don't forget, you've got to.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to punch it. I'm punching the 91 club in.
Is it? It could be.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the check I got from the punch. If it hadn't been for that, no, it's didn't quite. It almost worked.
Oh no. Super pitch.
That's all it can be, Dave.
Yeah. I hate pitches. Anyway, it's fine.
You'll learn to love them one day. Might take 3 more years.
That's pretty decent. Oh no!
Joined up next to me.
Oh,
That looks like the funneling spot down there.
it is a funneling spot.
Come and join us on the dark side, Andy.
No, thank you.
Take a pretty bad flop to end up there where we are.
Oh. I've done my best to.
You haven't made it easy.
No, it really wasn't what I was after. I want to be left of the pit.
Yeah. It'll have a horrible amount of right to left there. Dave's going to show me the line. I'll use that to sink mine.
Oh,
It's a good putt. It's a great putt, really.
it's a nearly putt.
Yeah. No, didn't hit it.
All right. Well, I'm not going to get too excited by this, but
Well,
Christ, there's a lot going on here.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's hilarious.
that's cruel. No, that's
That
cruel,
was just
Dave.
toying with you. That is unbelievable. Wow. Imagine seeing that on the 18th for some pro to win, the Masters, and that happened.
Yes. This is 4-3-2.
Well, this is going to be the tightest finish that we've had in the 3 games.
Yes.
Yep, no runaway train today. I'm pretty happy with that. I've got to get a birdie here and just hope for disaster everywhere.
Decent. Okay.
Yeah, we've had hardly any hand grenades tonight.
No, well, the last week they've just become a little less frequent. I mean, this will probably be the bloody time that I'll pull one out just to be. There's a lot of wind here on this.
Straight at it.
Happy.
I think he's death blow to Dave.
That's pretty close to doing the.
Well, you're just going to have to knock it dead. You're going to have to knock it dead and get the birdie and see if he can make you miss. It's match play between you two now.
Stuck between clubs. 105 is not going to work. On 20 be too much.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, do I take the 105?
It's looking pretty good.
Well,
Whatever you
I think 105 just hit forward.
Oh.
That was
Would
the
have been-
105.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
If that had dropped.
If that had dropped, I would have been really upset. I've just started crying, mentally crying on the internet. Man in England reduced to sobbing and wailing.
Oh, nice one, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually, there could still be a 3-way tie here.
they could.
How far's Dave away? 6 feet, right. All hinges on this. $18-2. No. I've given you an opportunity. It's not quite dead either. He's done it. Well done, Dave.
It looked pretty flat in the end,
It was.
as is mine.
Yeah, 2 birdies. Glad I didn't lift that.
What a battle. Look at that.
Ooh,
That was a great game.
it
A
was a
shared
good
golden
game.
jacket.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I think, like the Ashes, it's I still retain the gold jacket because you haven't taken it away from me.
Hang on, I'm just looking at the scorecard for this course, Andy. The local rules say if there's a draw, there's an 18-hole playoff.
Not tonight, there's not.
Wow. Well, that's incredibly similar.
Well, if you want to go on count back, I'd probably win due to the number of birdies.
Well, I got the most bogeys. Does that count for anything?
Well, I almost got as many bogeys as you did too, Dave.
One less. Yeah.
Yeah, those stats are pretty close, aren't they?
Look at
They
this.
are.
Andy, your scrambling in the end must have won you the game because if you'd missed one of those, you wouldn't have been the same score as Dave.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to think. I might have 3-putted a couple of times when I got onto the green in regulation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the game was close and the stats reflect that. Everything is close. Except my scrambling, which was rubbish.
Yeah, not your usual
So
standard, Dave.
Yeah.
That's really the only standout stat.